Hello, my name is Isaiah Goodman, and for my research project, I decided to work with UI and UX design. Now, for a brief explanation of what UI and UX is, UI is user interface, and that's pretty much everything the user is going to see, everything the player is going to see. This includes stuff like a main menu, a HUD, and all sorts of individual stuff like that, while UX stands for user experience. It's how the game feels for the user, but also how the user is able to change the game to their liking, which includes very great option menus and all that, which is exactly what I decided to work on. For my project, for UI, I decided to work on a stamina bar, a minimap, and an ammo counter. All things that are very pertinent to first person shooters. While meanwhile, for UX, I decided to work on a how to change screen resolution, view distance, anti-aliasing, shadow quality, and texture. To begin, I'll go over some of the UX features inside of the game, starting with the options button. The options button is where most of my user experience stuff is. Whenever you click on it, you will see all five of the options that you can change around and play around with. Now, the reason why the option screen looks different from the rest of the game, being that it has a basic font and basic colors, is so that the user will be able to see it and change it to their liking. The rest of the game is supposed to be whimsical in how it shows itself off. While meanwhile, the option screen, I wanted to make it clear. There is nothing that can be misstrewn or messed up with it. You are able to clearly see what is going on here. Now, the only thing that I can clearly show from you right now inside of the option screen is the screen resolution. Whenever you click it, it will change the specific resolution of your computer. Mine can't go up to 2560, so 1920 to 1080 is the greatest one. Whenever the button is pressed, it triggers a console command. The specific console command here changes the screen resolution. Now, the same is true for all of these, but I will show them more how they work inside of the game. In addition, a little bit of a funny thing is I set up a credit screen to show the main person who worked on it, me, and I guess Todd also helped a little bit. That's the point. Once you get into the game, you are able to see HUD used a variety of colors, but colors that weren't too extreme for people to look at. To the bottom left, you can see two of the objects that I have set up for the UI, which is the stamina bar, which will constantly regenerate whenever you are not holding shift. Whenever you are holding shift, it increases your speed to 1000. As soon as you let go, it will reset your speed down to 600. In addition, I have a bullet and rocket counter. As you can see, after 5 clicks, the bullets can no longer fire unless they are reloaded with the R key, and rockets are fired with the E key, and they need to be reloaded with the T key. Now, whenever you fire, let's say you want to reload while you still have bullets left. As soon as you click reload, it will temporarily set your ammo down to 0. This is done so that you can't fire while reloading. Up in the top left is another thing that I have done with UI, which is the minimap. How the minimap works is that I set up a camera directly above the character. This camera, everything that it shows, is turned into a texture that is put onto a UI. Directly below the camera, I put an arrow so that you're able to figure out where you are on the screen. I also made sure to shut off skeletal meshes so that you will not be able to see the character even if the arrow wasn't there. Whenever you press the P button, it will pause the game. As you can see, there are a few options here. This is where I can show off the rest of my UX functions. For example, let's say I set all of the options down to low. As you can see, the shadows that were originally there have gone away, and the textures have greatly lessened, as well as the render distance. But if I go back through and I reset it back, huzzah! All of your beautiful gaming has returned. Overall, the point of this project was to expand my knowledge on the intricacies of UI and UX so that I could learn and make games look and feel smooth and beautiful for players. is an idea that I have really enjoyed, and I feel like is necessary for any team that wishes to make a video game. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day.